Well, Happy New Year. It is January 1st. We made it. We can all take a deep breath, right? We should have champagne. We should be celebrating making it through 2020. We made it. If you didn't catch part 1, I have here Alex Zanstone, body language expert, speaker, author, and coach. We also have Jen Taylor, mom of 18, the naked podcaster, mindset coach, and motivational speaker as well. And we are talking all about the 2021 vision, and that may be different for everybody. Maybe it's a new goal, maybe it's just changing a habit. I mean, there's so many different ways, not just goal setting, but that's kind of what we're saying, just to generalize it, right? So this part 2 is really jumping into goal setting. How do you do it? What do you do? Because it can be kind of hard and it can be a little overwhelming. So if you didn't catch part 1, make sure you go and watch it, because it's all about the preconditions to goal setting. So let's jump into it. What do we want to talk about first when it comes to actually setting your goals?
I use the SMART goal system, which is known everywhere. I mean, it's the easiest thing to find if you want to find it, but it breaks it down. I love the checklist. I love the steps, the action steps to take, and I like the guidance that it gives. It sets the parameters of what your goal looks like. So that's specific and simple, measurable, meaningful to you. As if now, and this is something I'm so excited to talk about, I know we'll get into this, and achievable. So you setting huge goals is amazing, right, as long as you break them down into smaller action steps, but you don't want to set yourself up to not be successful at goal setting. So make sure they're achievable, realistic, they're responsible, which goes along with ecology, which I love. It's that it's good for you, your family, your community, your state, the country, the world, that sort of thing, and that they're timed, and it's toward what you want. And we talked last time about your positive language. Right. You want to be moving towards that goal, and so that's a huge part of your positive, the way you state things. Positively instead of negatively. So you can go watch that other episode if you haven't to listen in on that. But yeah, you want the goal facing towards what you want, not away from it. And our language a lot of the times is not facing towards it. So SMART goals, the great thing about it is that you can find them everywhere.
Right. Yeah. And I love SMART goals. Those are the foundation for goal setting. That's you've got to have something concrete that you can put your hands on, something tangible. I take it a little bit further in the work that I do, and I work with people on their timelines. So timeline is every single human being organizes their memories on a line of time, and that includes memories from the past, memories from the future. So, and if you're not sure, go back and watch the other episode, because that will tell you. And I just told you where my past is if you're watching my unconscious, my body language, So a lot of people put their past behind them, a lot of people put their futures in front of them. But I work with people in their timelines with the SMART goals so that you can actually go out to where you've accomplished the goal and then act as if you have accomplished it. The language, the feeling in your body, the congruency of how you speak it out loud, the congruency of how you write it down, all of that. And then we go back along that timeline and create the action steps to reach that achievable goal that you decided you want.
I love that. And of course, if you didn't see the last episode, this is your guys' life. This is what you do, is help people in this way. So this is not ending with part 2. Right. We are going to take them through a year-long journey, and you're going to see your lovely faces once a week in a little snippet. So it's not going to be an hour every time. It's going to be short kind of check-ins, right, as they go through 2021. And of course, you guys want to talk a little bit about if they wanted to reach out to you guys independently and what you kind of do and how you could help them along the journey more one-on-one too, if maybe they need that.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you need that. For me, momof18.com is where everything lives. So every social media platform that I'm on and any way that you prefer to reach out, it's there. It's on the website. But basically, any way you find me and reach out is great. The biggest thing about coaching, for me, one of the biggest things is the connection and the community. So it's building a tribe of people to support you. We talked about accountability last time. A lot of that, it's not only in the coach that you hire and the one-on-one processes that you go through, which we both do, but it's also in the community and the connection. And so it's just a matter of reaching out to me.
I love that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, and with
perfect.
me, it's alexandstone.com. That's where you're going to find everything that has to do with me, same thing.
Perfect.
So yeah, and some of you will resonate with Jen.
Yeah.
Some of you will resonate with me, so go check us both out.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll
absolutely.
resonate with both of us. Because
Absolutely.
we do.
Absolutely. Hey, 2 coaches to help you stay in line for 2021. I think that's what I need. So you guys shared a little bit of your strategies when it comes to starting. How do you actually start setting a goal? And of course, everyone's at home right now watching. So how do they do this in their own space, where they're at right now?
I want to do a couple things, actually. One, you can look up this information and guide yourself through it. It's absolutely possible to do that. It is faster, easier, and more supported to have a coach. And I interview entrepreneurs every single week, and all of them design their business from a struggle to give their clients in their own struggles a way to do it faster, easier, and more supported. And that's what Alexandra and I do.
Yeah.
Right.
The SMART goals you can look up and you can get the information and you can figure it out and you can try to do it yourself, and that's awesome. It is not super hard to do. And also you can watch our first show where we talk about all of those preconditions. So we're giving you the tools. The other thing is that it's not one and done.
Yeah.
This is not static, okay?
Right.
Wait, I got
It's
that back.
dynamic. You got it right.
Okay, thank
It
you.
is not static.
It's very dynamic. This is going to change, and that's why we will switch off every other week. And the goal of those little snippets is that we give you tools and skills and actions to do. So it's not like in this show we're giving you everything that you need, and you can go out and it will be perfect and merry and more skipping and unicorns. It can be that way. We're giving you a lot of tools.
Right.
We want you to be able to look things up, do things on your own, and know that if you want it faster, easier, and more supported, like you said, right before the commercial break, they can reach out to us. But throughout this year, it's going to happen.
It is a journey for the
It's a
52
journey.
weeks. Yeah.
So one, be patient.
Yeah.
Be patient with yourself.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that is
Absolutely.
really important.
And really
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then our goal is that every week in our snippet, we're going to be giving you another tool that you can use to create 2021 differently than you've created any other year in your life.
I think it's interesting thinking of goal setting as a journey.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people don't think of it like that, right?
Correct.
They do think of it as like, okay, I wrote it down, put it up on the fridge. I'll try every week to go to the gym, right?
Yeah.
I'll try, to put money in my savings account. I'll try to do it. But this is really kind of flipping the script in a lot of different ways, right?
Yes.
That it is a journey, and that's what I'm hearing from you guys.
Another big thing that you're pointing out is that a lot of times, I don't know if you've ever put the goal on the mirror.
Right.
And you know what? How long before the goal on the mirror is just another item in the bathroom and you stop reading it, or it has no vibration, no excitement to it. So part of what we're going to be training with you guys and helping you understand is the vibration that goes along with that goal, and how you can feel yourself into the 2021 that you really want.
I love that.
One of the biggest things, though, in setting a goal, so I'm not discouraging goal setting. It's very, very, very important. So for those of you who want to set goals, is to, the A in SMART is as if now. So we talked a lot about being positive and wording things in a really positive way where you're working towards your goal. You also have to say as if now. So if my goal is 6 months, what is that, July 1st? It is now July 1st, 2021. And I have achieved. So when you're writing down your goals and you're thinking about your goals, you're doing them as if now, as if it is 6 months from now, it is that date, and here I am, I have accomplished this, and this. So when you're writing down your goals, really write them down in a way that will foster that completion and then check in with them. The sticker on the mirror is great for some things, not for a long-term goal.
Yeah. And add to it, I am happy and grateful that my life is the way as it is now, so that you actually stir the feelings of gratitude, the feelings of excitement and happiness.
I love that.
What you've done.
That's very important.
I am so excited that I'm halfway to my goal of, and I have $5,000 in my bank account.
Right.
So right now you have to act as if.
I love that. I love that aspect. And why not? It's like a mini celebration before you even get to celebrate, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
why
Yes.
not?
Yeah, it is.
Well, we are talking about stepping into 2021 and becoming the best you, having your best life so far with two amazing life coaches. So let's talk a little bit about the aspects of goal setting and the aspects of goals in general.
I think a lot of times you think about your big goal. I want to save $10,000 by the end of the year. That sort of goal. And that
Right.
is fantastic. So I want to take you there. If that is specific, which it is, I want to
Right.
save $10,000. If it's simple, okay, that one's pretty straightforward. And you can measure it, right? It's $10,000 by a certain
Right.
date.
Okay.
So it's a great, finances are a great example of making it really simple and specific and measurable. And then you need to, and we talked about as if now, as if you already have it. So when you're
Right.
writing it down, it's in the future. I want to take you out to December of 2021,
Okay.
and you have that $10,000 saved. Look back towards now. So you're reverse engineering that. And that's
Okay.
something that Alexandra and I talk about. We've talked about quite a bit, is
Yeah.
reverse engineering the goal. And that's also part of having it be measurable and having that you can't eat an elephant in one bite. If it's November and you've saved nothing, you're probably not going to meet your goal.
Right.
Right.
So how do you reverse engineer your goals? So learning another language would be something. How many lessons would you have to do per month or
Right.
per week in order to get to this proficiency by this date?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
you're
not
gonna end
proficient
up-
in Spanish all of a sudden.
Exactly. There's another piece going in on the front end of writing the goals down too. Like, what is your life like right now? You said, okay, it's November and I haven't saved a penny, but what has life given you in January, February? What are the cycles of your business? How, what is life? What is getting thrown at you, or what do you anticipate might happen that might dive into that chunk of 10,000?
Yeah.
So to break it down backwards,
Yes.
and to understand, and again, be patient with yourself if you're not meeting that goal. Once again, the dynamic, it changes. You get the opportunity to shift
Right.
that goal. And when you do that, guess what disappears? The guilt. Because don't we all have it crinkled on our refrigerator? We rip it up,
Yes.
throw it away, and spend a whole year in guilt. Next year runs around, we got to write another goal. We've got to do our
Goal,
resolutions, and
guilt.
now we swear off
Right.
resolutions because I'm not going through the guilt anymore.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that eliminates that guilt when you take it as a dynamic.
Yeah, and that's
I
why I
know,
don't
yeah.
do New Year's resolutions, because it is something that is dynamic. It's happening all the time.
Right.
There's no start point and
Right.
end point. Although with certain goals that it is true. You have $10,000 by the end of the year, but you need to reverse engineer it. And it's so hard to talk about this in a broad way
Yeah.
without specific goals, but basically take that big goal and that end date and work it backwards so that you know how much you have to be doing now. And then again, patient and kind. And know that things pivot.
If you're in a business where you're generating an income month after month after month, and it's dependent upon what you do, how many phone calls do you have to make? How
Right.
many sales do you have to
Right.
land? How much does each one have to be worth? And it sounds like so much work. Oh, I'm going to groan my way through it.
Right.
What happens when you get out there and you start reverse engineering it, it's so much more simple than standing on January 1 trying to figure out how you're going to do it by December 31st.
Well, that's the whole, I'm going to get the gym membership because
Yeah.
this year I want to get back in shape.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
I don't even know what that means. I'm
Right.
just paying for a membership that I'm not really using.
Right. And saying
Yeah.
that's the
because
that's
I want
the
to get
step.
back in shape. What
Yeah.
does that mean to me?
Yeah.
And why am I using the gym? And
Yeah.
there's so many variables to that. Once
Absolutely.
you have that written down, it's so small and manageable that it becomes easy to do on a week-to-week or day-to-day basis.
I love that.
So-
I love
So
that.
fun.
So this may be a hard question for you guys, but I'm going to throw it at you. So if someone is sitting watching right now and they're saying, okay, I want to set my goal right now, what are those first 3 steps you would say to setting their goal right now?
Write it down in the positive.
Yep.
That's the first thing. You have
Okay.
to
Yeah.
be very specific and simple and positive in writing the goal.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
step 1.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm going to say free write on what's holding you back. What stops you? What's preventing you? Free write means just sit down, set a timer for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and just
Yeah.
write whatever comes in so that you can start recognizing what it is that's holding you back from achieving your dream.
And
And
then
then smart.
third, I would look at the end goal and reverse engineer that
Perfect.
for
Yeah.
today. And those really are the 3 that if you do immediately, you might get a different gym membership or not get a gym membership or hire a trainer. I mean, it will shift completely.
It shifts how you're going to do something completely. So those 3 beginning steps will get you started on your journey.
Yes.
And of course, you two are here for them.
Yes.
They're going to take you through the year. So once you get your goal set, make sure you don't hesitate to reach out if you would like some one-on-one kind of help through it all.
Absolutely.
Right? I hope you guys are enjoying this mini journey we've been going on the last 2 days. Today is the first day of 2021, and hopefully we're getting you off to a very good start when it comes to goal setting and just looking into this new year with a positive vision through a very good lens, as Jen would say.
That is what I say.
Yes.
That is what she says.
We want to learn a little bit about you, because of course there's probably someone watching that's like, why the heck should I listen to these two? You know, why the heck should I not just do what I do every year? You know, so let's hear a little bit of your guys' whys. Why you do this as a career and as really your life, and also why you want to give this, you know, essentially free information and helpful tips to some viewers out there that you'll never meet.
Yeah. I'll go first. I think for me, the greatest joy for me is to watch another person step into their own greatness. And it's been that way for me for years. That's what I look for in people, is I look for their greatness and I look for experiencing someone's greatness. It started for me really when I was 5 years old. I had an epiphany. I had a very abusive childhood where by age 5 my goal in life was survival. And all of the kids in the family their goals were survival. And I remember sitting at the bottom of the stairs looking out in an apple orchard. It had to be spring because the blossoms were pink. And I remember asking God, whatever it is that you need to show me in life, please give it to me so that when I grow up and the person sitting across from me, I can understand their pain. I can understand who they are, because my mother did not understand me at all. And that was the prayer. And then, wow, be careful what you ask for, because my life has been a wild ride. I often say I've lived every past life out loud this time around. And so, but what it's given me is the ability to really experience empathy, compassion for another person, for whatever it is that you've gone through. And I do this because it's the greatest joy of my life to help another person.
I love that so much. Thank you for sharing also. All right, Jen.
I came also from a very dysfunctional background, and so I think, you know, when you come from that place, I felt unseen. And I had a 3rd grade teacher, and my 3rd grade teacher, I found her 20 years ago. So I'm 50 this year. I was, 7 or 8 in 3rd grade. And she didn't remember me, which was excellent, because she didn't see this poor, sad little kid that was struggling, that she needed to help, right? She was just a human being doing her job, but a job that she loved, that she felt passionate about, and she saw me. To her, I was beautiful, I was worth it, I was smart, and even though things got significantly worse in my life after 3rd grade, I knew I was worth it to her. So what she taught me in hindsight was that you can make an enormous difference in the life of another human being just by being yourself, and often without ever knowing it. And that example to me got me into foster care, because I thought, oh my gosh, if this teacher made such a big difference in my life, maybe I can make a difference in the life of a child. There was no plan to have 18, but talk about pivoting, you know, that's how it goes. And I did foster care, and I had a lot of training, and then I realized that there's parents out there suffering too. And so the actual adults and the parents became my passion. And again, with Alexanne, seeing that person, for me, it's shifting the lens you view the world through and having more positivity. I can't believe how much I love it.
Thank you. Well, I love that you guys are here. I love that we've gotten to know you, and that we can do this and hopefully help so many more people change their lives, take them on an amazing journey through 2021, and I thank you guys so much.
Thank
Seriously,
you.
for
This
doing
is an
what you're
honor.
doing.
Thank you guys.
Yes. We'll be right back after a quick break. Nicole's telling us no more, no more. Well, sadly, this part 2 is coming to a close, but it's not over because these two are going to be journeying with you through the rest of the year. And of course, you can watch yesterday's episode and today's. It's going to be available on demand, so you can come back and watch it as many times as you'd like. And then also going through January, you guys are going to be back for little 4-minute kind of snippets to check in, give you guys tools. You can always ask questions, of course, too. And if you kind of need that more one-on-one, if you want to take this journey and really just have that one-on-one coaching, you guys both offer 30-minute free kind of consultations that people can go to Mama of 18 website or Alexandra Stone, and they can schedule that and just say, hey, I watched, this goal setting video, and now I want to take this journey close.
Yeah, or they have some questions they want answered, or something didn't quite make sense, or they're stuck somewhere. Absolutely.
So make sure you take advantage of that as well. Well, I'm going to ask each of you another hard question, which is, if someone's watching, what's one thing, one sentence that you want them to leave with?
Small, easy, daily actions can compound anything in your life over time. So decide if you're doing it in a positive way or not in a positive way.
That was beautiful.
She nailed it.
It was maybe a run-on sentence, but it was really good.
It was a run-on sentence. It was not
like comma, period.
Comma.
Yes, that was beautiful. I love that. That's a poster.
I know, I can't
That's something
do
that should be on the wall.
That one was really
I know, you should not let her go first.
I know. She was very ready.
I didn't even know it was coming.
Oh my
You know what? Compound interest is very familiar to almost everyone, and compound interest is in everything in your life.
Yeah.
So decide if you're using it like Spider-Man. Are you using it for good or evil? Right?
Yeah,
Love it.
Really good.
All right, Alexandra.
Yeah, I'm just going to say trust your intuition. Learn to hear your inner voice, trust your intuition, and follow your dream.
Oh, I love that. Great advice. And of course, we've packed a lot into these 2 days, so make sure you go back, rewatch again, and you can always catch something that maybe you missed the first time, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, we wish you a very happy new year in 2021, and we will see you again soon.
Yes, we will.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.